Today I'm going to be making some pan-seared honey glazed salmon with some rice cauliflower. So it's going to be quick and easy. It's going to be really yummy. This is packed full of protein, and then you're getting really good vegetable with the cauliflower rice. So it's going to be tasty. Not as colorful as I usually do, but I wanted it to be simple and quick. So we'll go ahead and get started with the sauce part. And let me actually show you the salmon fillets too. I'm going to actually I take that back. We're going to go ahead and start with the salmon fillets. I'm going to season those a little bit, then I'll do the sauce. So I got the salmon from Safeway. And I just got 4 fillets. You want to get about 4, I mean, depending on how many you're feeding, but they're about 5 to 6 ounces a piece, these fillets. So I'm just going to lay them on my plate out nicely. So, and I like to get the wild caught, but you can get the farm, but the wild caught is preferable just from a nutrition standpoint. There's less yucky stuff that they feed the fish in those. So you want to make sure you're getting the wild caught. Those are going to be more pure and clean. All right. So I like to just use my garlic. You know, I use this every single time, but it's my garlic salt from Lowry's. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on first, just to season these up a little bit before I make the sauce. And we're going to let it sit for a little bit. I also like to use just a touch of salt and pepper just to be safe. There is a little bit of salt in here, but I'm going to add just a smidge more just for good measure. So I like to use the pink Himalayan salt. I've been using that every time. It's a little bit of a coarse salt. And then just some black pepper. Okay, and those already look really good before I even put them in the pan. They're all seasoned up, ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to do the sauce in this pan over here. And I'm going to mix it in a bowl first, just so it's ready to go. Okay. So for the sauce, we're going to go ahead and put together 1/3 cup of honey. So the honey that I have is actually a ginger honey. It's from Trader Joe's. I just thought that that sounded really good with the salmon, just to add a little bit more zest to it. So ginger infused honey. We're going to try that out today. This is new for me, so I'm hoping and praying that it works well. But I think you can't go wrong with ginger. So let me get the little measuring cup out here. Okay, so we're going to do about 1/3 cup. Okay. 1/3 cup of honey. We're going to get a little bit of squeezed lemon juice in there, and then 2 tablespoons of cocoa aminos. Now, I like to use cocoa aminos instead of soy sauce. So the cocoa aminos are just healthier. The soy sauce has a ton of sodium in it, and these are a little bit more clean and pure. So, and I like the taste of them better, to be honest. It's not as salty. And I get this is organic and non-GMO, and it's gluten-free. I use it for the gluten-free as well, just because I'm gluten-free. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of this. Thanks, Jenny. She's getting the fan going for me already. Okay, and then for the lemons, I'm just gonna squeeze some fresh lemon juice in there. Just need a little bit in there, probably about a third a cup. I should have gotten one of those nice things that Maggie has, the squeezer, so that the seeds don't get in, but I will pick out the seeds. It's one thing that I should have gotten beforehand. I just didn't have one yet, but I'm going to get one because Maggie uses the lemon squeezer all the time. Who likes salmon? Who cooks salmon and fish a lot at home? Yeah? Did anyone try the Chilean sea bass yet? From last time that I made?
I did.
With the fruit salsa, with the mango salsa?
Oh.
Maybe? Really yummy. That one's really good too. This one's kind of more Asian inspired dish.
Jody said she tried and it was delicious.
Oh, yeah, good.
I repeat that to Jody. Jody said that she tried the recipe and that was very delicious.
So happy to hear that. All right, I'm also going to add some sauce. So this is some Cholula hot sauce. You could also use sriracha, whichever you like. But I'm kind of a Cholula girl. So, plus they were out of sriracha at the store, so I had to go with Cholula. Okay, so that's 2 tablespoons of the Cholula sauce, just to give it a little spice. And then I'm going to add my dry ingredients. So we have onion powder. Just about a half a teaspoon of this. Then we're going to do about a half teaspoon of the garlic powder.
Mary said we love salmon. We have about 4 pounds fresh caught in the freezer.
Yes. I'm going to get this lid off. Sorry. It's a little hard with the gloves. You know what? I'm just going to eyeball it. That's about a half teaspoon. That's the joy of cooking. You get to eyeball things too when you want. This is garlic powder. And then I do the onion powder next. So same thing. About a half teaspoon. Then cayenne pepper. Who cooks with cayenne? It's a little spicy. So you want to be kind of careful with it. I'll just add a little less just in case. Some people don't like the heat as much. And you already have the Cholula in there, so. Okay, and then about a half teaspoon of the cornstarch. Okay. So now I'm going to mix it all together. Go ahead and throw my lemon away now. Use that. Okay. Mix this up. Trying to get the little clumps out. The ginger's kind of clumping a little bit, so just kind of stirring away. Let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the salmon. So got to be really gentle with the salmon. We don't want it too overdone. We want it just a little bit flaky. So this is already heated up. I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit of olive oil into the pan. Actually, that one's avocado. Get the olive oil. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put my salmon in there so it's starting to cook. We're gonna do about 3 minutes per side. So just gently lay it down. You hear it hiss. That's the sound you want. So as Maggie always says, you want the sound to be kind of like a hiss. Okay, already smells good in here. All right, my sauce is still getting kind of the lumps out. That smells good too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in the pan too while my salmon's cooking. All right, we gotta be careful with the fan going. All right, so I have my sauce ready. So it's gonna kind of start heating up and bubbling. We want it to be a little bit bubbly. Okay. And then while that's cooking, it's been about 1 to 2 minutes, I think. So I'm gonna give it another minute and then I'm gonna turn it around. Oops. Okay. I bought this. This is my little onion chopper. So I already chopped a little bit in there, but I want to put the other half in. So I'm going to use a little bit more than a half an onion. So you just kind of, yeah, for this recipe, I'm going to use a little bit more than, it calls for a quarter of one, but I'm going to use like a half an onion in the cauliflower rice. Yeah, this is the thing we talked about with the difference. So when you want to slice your veggies quick, it slices and dices them beautifully at the bottom there. You can see some of them. And then I'm going to do it again. You have to press kind of hard though. So I don't want to, you got to slam it. So I'm going to slam it hard. Hold on. Got it. Get your workout in for the day. All right. There, one more. And then it's done. You like how I had to work out a little bit though? You have to get your muscles in there. Yeah, get your stress out. You got one big slam, you're like, boom. Just make sure that this is on all the way so you don't have it sliding around while you're trying to cut it. But look how beautifully those are cut. So there's my onion. That's going to be for the cauliflower rice. I'm going to go ahead and turn my salmon now. Just do it very gently. You always want to be really gentle with fish. You just pray it doesn't stick too much. It might stick a little bit. That's okay. There we go. Okay, my sauce is starting to bubble. So I'm going to turn it down just a smidge. Doesn't smell too fishy, which is good. A little fishy, but not too fishy. Okay. point of fish is you don't want it to taste fishy, right? Because then if it tastes fishy, you know, it's not the best quality of fish. Well, not really much you can do. It all starts with how fresh the fish is and where you got it. So you just want to source it good, and then it shouldn't smell fishy or taste fishy. We live in Arizona though, so we're pretty far. Yeah, so it's not always ideal to have fish here, but I got this at Safeway. You can also go to Whole Foods. There's a place called Nelson's. It's right on Indian School. They have fresh fish there. It's a little pricey, but it's really good quality fish. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I love.
yeah, it's great. Yeah, you have the card? Yeah.
They have salmon, they have sea bass.
Oh my gosh, we finally got
They have everything there. Yeah? Oh, wait, you don't know about it? That's shocking.
Next to the
Yeah. Yeah.
30 seconds. Yeah, I love it there. Goes to Alaska, catches fish.
And brings it back for us. Good to know, right?
I'm learning something new.
Yes.
I didn't know it was called nest. No, part of Alaska.
I think it might be a different one that you're talking about. There's a wild caught Alaskan one, and there's Nelson's as well. Nelson's is closer to the 51. It's not at 32nd Street.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. So I'm kind of turning this on the side just to make sure I get this side as well. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and transfer the salmon right to the pan. So I'm really going to immerse this salmon in the sauce and spread it on top. Smells good. Wish you guys at home could smell it. Okay. Then I'm going to put another salmon in. Pretty much done, but I'm just getting the sides a little bit. And it'll finish in here, of course. Okay. The next one in. Cover it again. You can also use a bigger pan. I just wanted to use this small pan because I figured the sauce would work a little bit better with a smaller pan. But obviously, if you wanted to put them all four in together, you could do that. Okay, and then next I'm gonna do the cauliflower rice. So let me put this on a plate and finish these out, and then I'm gonna start the cauliflower rice. And so that's pretty easy. It's really just onions, garlic, and cauliflower rice. I bought this from Safeway as well. It's ready to go, so you don't have to sit there and rice your own cauliflower and chop, chop, chop. It's all already set, ready to go. We want those easy meals that you can just do from home. Quick, 30 minutes or less, get a good dinner with protein on your table. It's tasty. Any questions so far?
Is there a way to tell that the salmon is done by looking at it without having to cut into it?
It should just look kind of more pink and flaky. So it shouldn't be as like orange, if you know what I mean, and bright. It should be a little bit more pink and flaky. Okay, so here's the first two. I'm gonna do the last two. I want just a little bit more sauce. I might actually suggest that you make a little tiny bit more for the 4, but just enough to kind of get the sauce on. Those ones are a little bit more sauce covered. These ones are going to be a little bit less sauce covered. So depending on your taste. Okay, and it's pretty flaky. So I know that they're done. They are pretty color. Okay, I'm just gonna let these finish in the sauce. Then I'm gonna get the rice going. Ooh, there's a little extra. Okay. So I might do the rice actually in this little pan just because it still has some of the sauce in it. And I just want to try to see how that tastes. I'm also going to do the onion. So I'm going to do the onion first. So it can start kind of sauteing in there. I'm going to add just a little avocado oil. It calls for 2 tablespoons. I'll probably use about that. Okay, and we can let these rest now. They're all done. They look delicious. This one kind of broke, but that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. There we go. So those are plated. Yeah. All right, and then you know what? I'm gonna make them even more pretty. I'm just gonna put a little bit of green onion on top. Depending on how much you like green onion, you can put more or less. And there you go. All right. So now, luckily, I had my chopper, so I didn't have to sit there and chop onions and cry and cry. Who cries when they chop onions? I feel like everyone does.
Not if you use that.
But not if you use this. All right, so I'm gonna add my avocado oil, get a little bit more oil in the pan, about 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna use probably about half of this. I'm not gonna use the full. All right, so cauliflower rice kind of just tastes like what you put with it, just like tofu. Whatever sauce you put with it, that's how the cauliflower rice is going to taste. So I'm hoping this is going to taste pretty good. I think it will. This one is actually already flavored a little bit. So when you buy it, if you get this kind from Safeway, it has lemon and garlic flavor to it already. So I bought 2 of these. I'll probably just make 1 of these. I'm gonna add my garlic. And I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. Anytime you make garlic and onions, the smell is phenomenal. I love sauteing them. Okay, so now my rice is all ready to go. So we're gonna pour it in. Oops. A little clump in there. It'll break up. And now it's just kind of mixing it all together. You don't want to overcook it. You don't want to undercook it. It's about 5 to 6 minutes total. But this is going to be the bottom, so the salmon's going to go on top of this. Now, if you wanted to make another vegetable with this, you could. You could add something like a sauteed, a roasted broccoli or a roasted cauliflower. Asparagus would be good with it. But I just kind of wanted to show you how to put the salmon over the cauliflower rice for something different. Remember, this is all veggie, so this is a lot less calorie than like a white rice would be. More nutrients too.
Brittany, it seems this would be a good recipe for a family.
Yeah.
Where you're not necessarily looking to have low calorie. So could you substitute either rice or some pasta?
Yeah, for kids, I mean, they might want to do like a cauliflower. I know Maggie's doing like a cauliflower mac and cheese. That might be good with the salmon too. Or you could do just, brown. I would use brown rice over white rice just because it's a little more fiber. You could also do quinoa with it. Or you could even do like a pasta.
Okay.
But I just picked the rice because cauliflower rice is a little less calorie. And a lot of us at night just want protein and vegetable. Yeah. So this is a really easy meal to do that with. The thing about the cauliflower rice is you don't want it to get too mushy. So if you cook it too long, it'll start getting mushy. So it's just doing it for about 5 to 6 minutes. So it's not frozen anymore. It's warm, but it's not all mushed up.
Start to finish, how long would it take, do you think, to prepare this meal?
I would say about 20, 25 minutes.
So you could do it after a work day.
After a work day, just come home. Pretty cool. Make sure you get everything kind of, the night before. I wouldn't buy fish too early and let it sit in your fridge. I had that day on my way home or the night before at the latest or at the earliest. But this is going to be really yummy. It looks like it's just about done. I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning to it just because I like my seasoning, and I should try it. I'll try it a little bit like Maggie does. Okay. It's really good. More salt. This one's really lemony, actually. I'm gonna put a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper. And it's still just a smidge cool, so I'm gonna just put it a little higher so I can get it warm. And this will be ready to sample in just a minute. And just so I don't waste any green onions, I think I'm gonna add some green onions to it. Okay. Put some green onions in. And voila, that's pretty much it. So it's healthy, it's clean, it's got some sauce, it's got some flavor. But the sauce is homemade, right? So everything you put in the sauce, you know what you're doing. It's not like you're buying sauce already made. You know what you have, and you have really good, clean ingredients. There is some sodium in it, but it's not going to be as sodium filled as one that you already buy prepared and ready to go. And a little sodium's okay. We need a little bit. We just don't want to go overboard because our blood pressure can, if you have high blood pressure, you want to make sure you're monitoring how much sodium you take in a day. I usually tell people that are trying to lower their blood pressure to stay under 2,000 milligrams a day. So if you look at a sauce or you look at something like a soup and it's got, 1,800, you know that that's getting close to your day's worth. But people that are trying to lower their blood pressure too, I also recommend a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables. We want to get some potassium in our diet. So this would be a great dish for someone trying to lower their cholesterol or their blood pressure.
Yes.
It's in the vegetable. So in the cauliflower. And the onions and a little bit in the onion, a little bit in the garlic.
Brittany, if you wanted, could you substitute a different fish? Say
Yeah.
The rest of the recipe?
Uh-huh.
And the
White
sauce,
flaky fish would be great with this as
same
well.
sauce,
And a different type of sauce. Yeah.
or the same?
Yeah. I mean, I would use maybe like a white flaky fish with this, like a Chilean sea bass would also work with this because it's nice and hearty. And then you could use the same sauce on that too as the flaky fish. But yeah, this is pretty much ready to go. So everyone here can try it. Is there any other questions? You guys think this looks good? Would you eat this at home?
How about online? Do we have anybody that's participating that has questions? Oh, you guys, questions are like a good way for the rest of us to learn.
Thank you for everyone that came today online too. Thanks for everyone that participated. And I hope you guys make this at home. And if you do, please send me a picture of it. I love getting pictures. So I've gotten emails with people sending me the recipes, sending me their pictures, and it makes me so happy that you're doing these at home. Yep. And we put them up as well, so you'll have them.
Says it looks delish. Thank you, Brittany. I will definitely try it.
Yay. Thank you so much for coming. You're welcome.